Hello everyone, welcome back if you return to the channel, and welcome to the channel if you're new. If you're new, hello, I'm Shikyo Sendo. I play video games for fun, and I write under the pen name JW Ashtier. If you're interested in any fantasy stories using global mythology with a sapphic main character, feel free to check the link in the description. It will take you to an Amazon listing in which you can buy my book. About $5, so do not feel that you need to, but I would personally appreciate if you do. I am a personal self-published author, so I kind of need to do these little videos to get the word out about my book. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in it. Take care. Hello everyone! Welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Veilguard, my Mage playthrough. Now I am fiddling with the audio a little bit just to make sure everything's good. I'm also trying to record in a higher quality. Trying to get back up to that 1080p uploads I've used to be able to do, so we'll see how that goes. But for the most part, I'm just having fun, waving at y'all. So I hope you all looking forward to it, and let's get to it. Now, off screen, I did do a few things. I did a lot of exploration, the usual stuff. But today's set, we're going to be dedicated to companion quest lines. So let's get to it. Now, it has been a little bit since I last played. I've been working on other games, Marvel Rivals, with a friend of mine, and a few other things, so yeah, we'll see how things go. This is also a test recording as well, just to make sure, well, I can record in higher quality, so yay! Also, as a quick heads
Milk,
up,
eggs, bread.
the sets coming forward are going to be actually pretty interesting.
Yep,
I
the list
am
myself,
going
so
to be doing a Let's Play in my favorite game, not Dragon Age.
Will eat.
In the Legacy of Kain series. Because of that, Persona is going to be going on hiatus. I made a community post about this. For a little bit until I finish my Legacy of Kain playthrough, because I love Legacy of Kain. And the sequel, or the remaster I should say, sorry, is coming out soon. Actually, it should be out by the time this set comes out, and should also be tomorrow's Let's Play. However, Friday will still continue to be Stardew Valley, so I hope you're looking forward to it. I do have another game I'm looking forward to playing as a sort of background game if we finish Stardew,
Hey,
so
Rook.
hope looking forward to it.
This should be perfect.
Should be.
It's wide open, lots of rocks, and I don't want to try anything where I could hit someone.
You actually think you might hurt?
Not on purpose. If I can actually work my magic safely, maybe I can convince you it isn't bad. Come on.
Your new
Well, let's see what we
abilities
got.
are a bit worrisome, but I'm sure they'll be useful. You could use them to get places you can't reach. Things like that.
Good point. I should try it out, don't you think? All right. See this rock? I'm gonna move it. Ugh. Awkward.
Don't give up. You're still new at this.
I can do this. I can do this.
You can do this.
But I did it before, when we were fighting Darkspawn.
We were in danger. Maybe that helped.
So, a mental cue. Some kind of emotional trigger.
Maybe you could think about how your abilities protect us?
Instinct. Protection. Shield myself. shield others. If I had this magic before, I could have... I could have protected the people who matter.
You can't be everywhere, even with these abilities.
I should give up and not even try?
Didn't say that. I just meant that no one's safe forever, even with magic.
Either way, I think I'll need more practice with this. Don't you?
That's actually a feature or a comment I kind of like.
I wonder what's up there. Think you could find us a route?
Maybe. I'll take a look.
I guess I could say it. I'm an author.
I bet you could.
I write books for a lot of reasons, fun, as a way to make money, and because I really like telling stories.
Leave it to me.
One thing that bugs me about some stories,
find another rock
and
for you to
it
practice
can
on.
work in certain occasions, it's how some authors write magic. It's always a
The multitudes.
a shortcut sort of
So
use this to solve all answers type deal.
No,
And it's
I was
there's
just
no
saying something,
weight
wasn't
behind it,
I? Just came to me.
which is why I wrote my book to include consequences being a
Right.
core aspect of it.
that.
And it's not
You're
just like,
getting
oh,
good.
you get a slight headache. No. If you fuck up, you can die, you can lose body parts. Bad things happen. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I was looking at the recorder. The audio seemed very quiet for a second there. So I'm very focused on that type of a concept, and I really like that. You can say, yeah, you can solve a lot of problems with magic in this, but it's not meant to be a be-all, end-all. Like, for example, in my story, mages can do, spells like this very easily. But they do need a component to use the magic in order to do it. So, in order to do, necrotic energy, you would need something that is decayed or dying or in that state to pull it off. If you want to cast a fire spell, you would
There you
need
go.
Practice is really
something
helping,
that
huh?
burns.
I might even be ready for a bigger
Lightning
challenge
magic
now.
requires
So many rocks,
fulgurite
and they feel
or
different.
something that
That one's
can
granite.
generate a
That
spark.
one's slate. I think that one might be quartz. I
Things
wonder
like
the
that.
rock's composition.
Now again,
affects
I'm
my
not
magic.
trying to belittle
Sorry.
authors and
Just
their
thinking
magic
out loud.
systems. I
Let's
just
get
really
back to
like
it. Practicing. I mean,
magic systems that have a
heard ya.
Let's find a
a
couple
weight
more.
behind them. That way you can't just solve all your issues with magic.
No trouble for you now.
That's why one of my favorite
I
authors is
know.
Brandon
This
Sanderson
is
because of
great.
his Mistborn series. You fuck up, you're gonna get hurt.
Got it.
At least you're learning to control the abilities. That's a good sign.
I
Yeah.
know you. I really think it'll be fine.
Well, let's find out.
What was that?
Someone's in trouble.
Over here, Harding. We need to move quick.
Did I not get that?
Please, someone! Is anyone out there?
Someone's in trouble. We need to go.
There we go. Geez, that took a minute to get. But that's just my personal own pet peeves with books. Everyone has their own tastes and whatnot. Ooh. Okay. Sorry, I was looking at my CPU usage and it was really up there.
I can't move.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have
Up over
to change
there.
that after this
I bet
set.
that's where he is.
How about if you moved this rock?
Harding.
There he is. Let's hurry.
Let's get him.
Maker. I thought I was dead for sure.
You got lucky. Really lucky.
The rocks. How did you do that?
Harding?
Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Sister, I feel you, touched by the ancients as I was. Find me. Look to those closest to the stone, and find me.
Harding? What's wrong? What are you hearing?
I'm sorry. Let's just get our friend to safety, and then we'll talk. Ugh. Okay.
Easy little side quest. Fortunately, a lot of these this set's going to be a lot of side quests and easy stuff to do, so I don't have to worry too much. But I will be changing that recording quality in between sets, because that is. Whew. Normally, when I record, I get to see my CPU usage,
Look,
and
good to
normally
see
it's
you.
pretty good. You know, you can get up to like 50, maybe 60. This time it got to like 88 almost. Like, ugh.
Okay, we all know why we're here, right?
Make sure that the artifacts we calmed stay calmed. We know.
This should be easy. Yanarl, you and Strife take the first set. Irlin and Hamuel take the second. Rook and I will handle the rest.
Why are we out here doing this again?
We're going to check the crystal alignment, fade connection, and then the lyrium reserves.
Has alignment ever been a problem? Even once?
It's not worth the risk. Even if it's only off by a little bit, we know what happens.
Happened once, and we can't even be sure the crystal alignment was why. Look, I know what you're saying, but maybe if
We check it every single time.
I'm sorry. You're right. Sorry.
Forget it.
Are you okay, Balara?
I'm fine.
It's my fault, really. I'm sorry, Balara.
Let's go. We want to get back quickly. Of course. See you soon.
All right. Hello, Balara. She's so cute.
What was all that about?
What was that all about?
That tension seemed pretty heavy.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Open up.
Here we are. The artifact vault. Or one of them, at least.
I love these artifacts.
I almost...
So this is Firefly, found in the center of a large charred circle. Artifact will emit tremendous heat and light when unstable. Will melt stone.
missed this place. And all the holes in the walls.
Repairing reality doesn't leave a lot of time for...
Found the bomb a large well. Artifact will separate all nearby materials into constituent pieces when unstable. Materials can include people.
repairing walls. At least until someone falls through a hole in the floor.
If you want to read it. I'm really glad they got that sealed away. That's a really dangerous artifact right there. Dirthaman's Guidance, found in the western edge of the White Spire, buried in snow. Artifact will cause nearby objects to continue floating upwards indefinitely when unstable. Currently cannot be retrieved. Ghilan'nan's Binding, found in the ruins of an unnamed Tig. Artifact will combine multiple living odd creatures into one body when unstable. Causes immediate death in most cases. Good to know.
Okay, see those 2 power crystals?
Okay.
I'm a mage, I know what I'm doing.
New power crystal is in.
Great, and the artifact didn't collapse the room.
Forgot how much fun the whole veil jumper thing is.
Safer
sorry, we're a
than
veil
fighting
jumper.
gods, at least.
Point taken.
And there we go.
So it's calmed now?
Should be, and it'll stay that way for a while. And in the meantime, it won't tear open reality. Okay, let's keep going.
Sure. Sounds good.
I kind of thought the Village Jumpers would be a little more... will be a little different than this, but hey, doesn't bother me too much.
Oh, it's nice out, at least.
That disturbs me.
You know, ignoring reality itself is paper thin.
Hard to ignore that.
Right.
Give me this.
Found one.
Great. Bring it over here and put it in the socket.
I'm really curious how being Veil Jumper or any of the other classes change things. I know things were a little interesting when I was playing Fia, my original playthrough. That's sitting
So
on
what
my
did this
hard
artifact
drive.
do? Before it was...
Things were interesting, but I'm really curious about
And for some reason,
all the other
you'd
stuff.
out.
Lend.
Okay, reserves replaced, which means there. Everything's looking good. Thank you, by the way, for helping out. You have better things to do, I know.
We're keeping reality intact. That feels pretty important.
Right, good point. Okay, one more to go.
As a side note, this is something I've actually been noticing a little bit. Playing as Al and Runa. Your dialogue tree, your dialogue that you actually say does change based
Keep
off
on now.
of
Thank you. for giving me
your
this chance to help
backstory,
people.
as
You
well
were already kind of
as
doing that. As a veil jumper.
Sort of,
Huh?
but it was never as big, you know?
a few other things.
As grand. Helping you. Well, we're helping lots of people. Everywhere. I like that.
Like, I believe someone found that if you say certain things in the beginning, your whole tone actually changes during the conversation too. Which is pretty cool. I love it when games actually take care to be, and not just being, you know, and now you have,
I never really got the hang of calming
say one different
artifacts.
thing.
I
And
heard
things
you
are different.
preferred a more direct approach. Hey, Rook.
What do you need?
Never mind.
I think what I'm trying to say.
Found the other crystal.
A lot of games that I've played have the dialogue trees mostly be flavor, but doesn't really impact things. In this game, it feels like it actually does impact a fair few things. Like, especially when you say certain things, like we did with Harding earlier. It affected, she remembered we said this, so she responded to it. Same thing with Solus and the Fae. I like that. I really do.
There. Done.
You okay?
Oh, I'm fine. Or will be. It takes a lot out of you, all those little magic bits. Not hard, just exhausting. But it needs to be done, and done right.
Right. Keeping Arlathan from disintegrating is a big part of why I joined up. But other veil jumpers can do this, why not let them?
Because maybe then I can make up for it.
Make up for what?
For not being good enough when it counted. I'm sorry, I can't. Not right now.
Balara, I'm,
My brother,
What?
back there, you asked me why I did this. Why I put myself out here. For him. For my brother. Wherever he is.
What happened to your brother?
Syrian. His name was Syrian. We were the same, you know, in a lot of ways. We wanted to learn everything. About Elgar'nan, the magic, the people, all of it. We heard about the Nodistrathalan, figured it had the answers, or some of them. Then Arlathan started going wrong. I joined the Veil Jumpers to help people. And he kept looking, kept putting himself in danger. It should have been safe. I know, I checked that artifact 3 times. I guess it should have been 4. Artifact started pulsing. He was too close. I couldn't find my way in. They called him a hero. Wanted to make a statue. They thought it would make it all okay. It wasn't fair. But it never is it? Syrian felt responsible. For our people. For me. My little brother. He thought he needed to take care of me. He called me Vora Shivan. Hummingbird. In Elven. Said it was because I could never sit still. But he loved me for it. Said it kept him thinking. Trying to keep up. And he helped me too. He kept me focused. Anchored. And now he's gone. Because I wasn't good enough.
It's not your fault. You have to know that.
Then why does it feel like it was?
You lost someone important. Guilt's part of that. But if you don't learn to get past it, you'll drown.
I wish it were that easy. I've tried. Told myself I couldn't have done anything, and my head believes it. But my heart doesn't. So I try to make up for it. Honor him. Learn about our people. Find the truth. Maybe when I do, I'll feel it.
Feel what?
That he forgives me. And that I deserve it. We should head back. Rook. Thank you for being here.
Anytime, Balara. I'm always glad to help her out. Yep, equip that. Alright, so we got that done. I'll worry about that later. World map. We'll do that in a little bit. Alright, let's do Coffee with the Crows. Alright, where are we at? This chest, by the way, we can't get until a certain point in the story. And there's a door right here that opens up into this area. You're supposed to be able to return, because like right here is a fast travel spot. But for whatever reason, you just can't return. And there's a chest over that you need to get. If you don't, you lose it. So keep an eye out for that type of thing.
Wow. Even during an occupation, the
Alright,
market
where
pretty busy.
is... Ooh, I see my CPU just jumping up, yeah. Definitely got to fix that. Oh, it was in the 90s, crap.
Rook.
Look on us.
Come on. Ilario will meet us at Cafe Pietra. It's not that far from here. We have time before he arrives. I wouldn't mind looking around a while. The markets are running.
Sounds good to me.
Good. I need to get some things while we're here. Treviso. I barely had time to look around when we returned from the ossuary.
This place, does it feel very different?
In some ways, more than I expected. But then, perhaps it's me. Ah, here.
Yoink.
A potted plant?
For Harding's garden. Spearmint is supposed to calm bad dreams. It's good in desserts, too.
Not the big fan of mint, so...
You and Ilario are cousins?
Yes, but we're more like brothers. Katarina took us both in, a long time ago now. Here's the place. Bellara mentioned the daily seafood recipe she wants to make.
The demon of Virantium is grocery shopping for the team.
Have you seen what they eat? It's a miracle you didn't all starve before you hired me.
Fair. And honestly, an assassin should know how to cook.
Seem like Ilario and
Honestly,
Katarina
everyone should
were
know how to
close.
cook. I've mentioned this multiple
to
times.
be close to her. Even
It
for
doesn't
me.
matter if you're single or
And
you're
I was her
dating, you're
favorite.
married or what. Learn to cook something.
A good selection.
Like, I can cook,
Fresh fruit.
grilled
Nev only
cheeses.
eats fried fish. You'd think a detective would have discovered scurvy by now.
Is that everything on the list?
Pretty much anything with a recipe
Yes.
I can cook.
And Ilario
I've
should
cooked
be here by now.
fried
Let's go before he
chicken,
gets himself in trouble.
cherry pies. I've cooked chicken parmesan, pastas. You know, just little things. But everyone should learn how to cook.
You can't buy something for everyone but yourself. Here, this is for you.
A wyvern tooth dagger? I loved wyverns as a boy. Katarina would never let me have one of these, though.
Well, now you have one. It's just, you know,
Cafe
you're going to be an
Pietra's
adult.
just ahead.
Learn how to cook something.
That's where we're meeting
That's
your
always been
cousin?
my rule of thumb.
Why not the casino?
House Cantori has many talents. Making coffee is not one of them.
All right. And I have been learning how to cook some other things too. Like I can make eggs now.
Finally. I thought you might leave me here all by my lonesome.
Please. You think I'd ever pass up Cafe Pietra's coffee?
You see, Rook, my cousin is all stomach and no heart.
Don't mind him. Ilario cannot appreciate anything but himself. They serve a specialty roast here, Andoral's breath. Bitter and sweet, like a kiss goodbye. You should try it.
You just described my dream cup of coffee. So, is there a reason we're not talking about Ilario's information or what?
We're still being spied on.
No, the last one just left. Couldn't take your coffee talk.
So, you have something?
The crows I sent after Sarah have picked up her trail. They say she's gone to Virantium.
If she was here in Treviso to kill Katerina, she can't be in Virantium already.
Rook's right. Zara's giving you a false lead, cousin.
You have better information?
We're compromised. There's no other way Zara could even touch Katerina. You need your eyes here, in Antiva.
Zara would never be foolish enough to stay. Not with you out for blood.
Of course she would. If the crows protecting her are here.
Rook, reason with him, would you? He's being paranoid.
I am not paranoid. She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll clean house, all right? Leave it to me.
He's gone.
Of course he is. Ilario always caves under pressure.
Let him. Crew business or not, we'll find Zara ourselves.
Good.
How's the coffee? As good as you remembered?
Better. I dreamed about this coffee for a year. They say taste and smell awaken our strongest memories. For so long, memories were all I had. But whatever the circumstances, the here and now is a much finer place to be. How's your coffee?
Strong enough to take down a god. Ready to head back to the lighthouse?
Almost.
I'm personally not the biggest coffee drinker. I love the smell of coffee, but the taste, I just can't do. I personally prefer teas. Well, not the taste. I like the taste of coffee as well, I should say. It's the effect it has on me. I can't stay awake after drinking coffee. Too much coffee. Alright, so we get that. We have study in Docktown. And we go this way. Wait, it's right outside, that's right.
More strange relics in the markets.
Alright.
Get the new supplies, will ya?
Right away.
Oop. Open.
Keeping safe?
I did change my opinion as well. After thinking about it, it makes more sense for Runa to be more interested in the assassins than this. Than the Shadow Dragons. There we go. Sorry, brain fart. Jeez. I'm just missing just a little bit. Oh, it bugs the hell out of me.
Come back soon. We'll have more.
Alright, Neb, let's do this. Little noir.
Are we here for the Shadow Dragons?
I trade news with the Shadows, but it takes more than one source to get along here. Besides, I was doing this before they came knocking, before Varret, too, right here in Docktown.
Not as fancy as I expected.
Because Tevinter mages are rich and power-hungry?
Well, some of the buildings here float.
The Imperium earned its reputation, but not through me. Not my style. Come on. There's paper sellers all over here.
Want to see if they got your name right?
Most papers don't say much, but read between the lines and you pick up a thing or two. I'm not here as much lately. I'll take what news I can get. Let's grab a few copies. We'll see if we can find Balara's cereals, too.
Sounds good to me. I did, while some cutscenes were playing,
Alright.
look up how to increase
So
my
before Varric,
film
before
quality
the
as well as
Shadows, you worked
FPS.
for-
So
Same as now.
hopefully,
People who find
Soul
me
Reaver
and
will
have
start with
jobs
that.
worth taking. Docktown people, runaways, the desperate.
And you do this on your own?
I've got contacts, informants, people I cross paths with, but at the end of the day, yeah, it's just me. Okay, keep an eye out for paper sellers. We'll
Anyone
start on
with
the
that
north
is a
side
paper
of
seller.
Lower City.
How many do we need?
Don't worry, I'm paying. Let's get.
Drama in the Palace is the Archon keeping secrets. Questions arose when the Archon abruptly left the assembly, but those queries have since spiraled into baseless speculation. Several magisters reach out to assure my readers that rumors of cult influence in palace affairs are false.
Started.
The best word in Docktown, right here.
Well, I'm sure.
How did you fall in with the Shadows?
I'd worked with some of them before. Not that they were upfront about it.
What changed?
I was after a missing person. The Viper was hunting slavers. Our paths had the same end.
You'll read it here first.
And your missing person?
Free and breathing when we finished.
Awesome.
The Shadows brought me in after that.
Viper spotted at a local fish fry.
One, please.
Man omits stories about the abound of the masked figure who watches over Minrathos. While some question the so-called Viper's existence or whether he is one man or many, increased sightings of the mysterious figure were reported throughout Docktown. Between a reign of demons and everyday woes, many welcome his presence.
I'll save this one for the Viper.
Yeah, I'm certain Asher
So
would
most
love
of the
that.
time you work here alone. You like it that way?
It's easier.
Another rebellion.
But you like us,
Here's
right?
what we know.
You're all right.
Aw.
One paper, thanks.
Hope for the anti-slavery movement. Whispers of a successful rebellion in Marnas Pel have reached Minrathos streets. In light of distressing reports from all corners of the Imperium, the news brings a glimmer of hope for those continuing the fight in our capital.
What happened in
I've got a contact who works this area.
Marnas Pel, that sounds
Let's
familiar.
see if he's around.
What about this? A good eye. I was starting to think my good neighbor. Okay. The charm's good against all manner of curses and manipulation. Fair price. And you won't find better in the Circle District.
You won't find better at the Circle, but you will off the docks. For half the price and twice the enchantment.
Nev.
Alec?
Oh, if you say it's... thanks. I'll pass. Sorry.
Hey, if I'd known, I would have told you. Come back next week. I'll buy another paper.
I write them myself. The Magisters. They don't print the truth.
Most honest thing I'll hear today. What about you? Is it something you're buying, my friend?
Rook. And try someone else.
Hey, I'll be fair with you. What about you, Nev?
Just looking for gossip.
Not much that'd interest you.
We chased a relic through Docktown. The buyer was Venatori, but the smuggler belonged to the Thread Crime Syndicate. You're a thread?
We don't deal with cultists. Your smuggler broke the rules. She's out.
And the Venatori?
There's been more in Docktown. Boss says it's under control. But between us, I don't like it.
Then it's worth keeping an eye on. If you hear anything.
So will you.
You know a member of the Thread Crime Syndicate, personally.
Don't tell me you're surprised.
I'd expect as much. You're not afraid of a tough crowd.
Draw the right lines, get the job done. It's how you sleep at night. Come on. There's more to see.
Fair, fair.
If we want more gossip, we need more papers. Let's head to the south side.
South side is that way.
You've lived in Docktown your whole life?
Since I was born. Unless I'm out of the city for a job. Had a few apartments around town. The current one, it's not the lighthouse, but it's mine.
You've been an investigator for a while.
It's not a short story.
You made it this far. Is there a secret?
Trust people enough to get things done, not enough to get you killed.
And that lets you sleep at night?
If I'm lucky.
Circle District
take
Gossip.
one.
Read.
What secrets were in the painted box? Will our heroes find the truth? And do they truly want to? Read the next chapter of The Twisted Knife right here.
The latest.
One of Belle's cereals. Great.
Yeah, I should probably love it. What's this?
You know, Varric hired me not far from here. Come on, Slick. Stop a ritual. Save the world. It'll be fun. I should have said no.
In Docktown. Get it here!
Alright, what you got?
Paper, thanks.
The Marquis of Scandalous Love Affair. Was that a prominent circle mage at the Silver Coin? The same circle mage known to frequent Docktown's more interesting betting rings. And who was their mysterious friend? When I have the answers, dear reader, so will you too. You will too. Yeah.
I think we've got...
Almost went through the mall without stumbling.
Now I'm starving, and I know the best place in the city.
Lead the way.
You all right?
Huh? Yeah.
We'll be coming back here later.
The lighthouse doesn't have this.
What?
A view of the water. I don't know, it helps me think. But
I don't
we've got
have a good
places to
lake
be.
view, although there are some nearby. But I have found that, you know, sitting down, listening to water on a bank is actually really calming. It does really help you think. Help you out in thinking. There we go.
You! This fish won't eat itself. I said next time you were here, it was free.
Sure thing, Hal. Next time.
Yeah, it's always something.
Joining Varric. Us. Do you really wish you'd said no?
No. I just have a bad habit of picking jobs that go sideways. You think I'd learn?
The world won't save itself.
It never does. Varric said this job would end with Solus. We'd stop a ritual, then I'd walk away. But those gods escaped. Not much of a win. And if the world falls, the city goes too. It's not like I'll find work then.
Is that why you said yes? To save Minrathous?
People will tell you Minrathous is broken. And they're right. It's corrupt, petty. Saving the world won't fix it. I take the small wins, Rook. Hal's serving fish another day. Getting past the next scrape alive. Sometimes you're lucky. Sometimes you get more. But the tables always turn. It's better if you know it's coming.
So you're ready for the worst?
No, but you're not surprised.
Whatever keeps you alive.
Today, it's Hal's fish. I live for Hal's fish.
Small wins?
Small wins.
The small wins. Alright. So I'm going to mention this real quickly. It's actually kind of important. A good way to tell what type of quest you're going to be undertaking. Each companion has up to four different types of missions. There is the gifts, which is only one gift per companion, so yeah. There is conversations, which is just a small cutscene if you go talk to them. There are outings, which is what we just did. It's where you actually do walk around, but there's no combat. And lastly, there are quests, which are longer, have fighting, but you need to bring them with you to do the mission. So just sort of a easy way to tell what's what.
You've been quiet?
I know. Just thinking. But I said we'd talk, didn't I? I heard a voice after we saved that man. It told me I was touched by the ancients and that I should seek it out. Seek her out.
Voices. I don't like that at all.
I know what it must look like, but something tells me the voice wants to help. What if she's like me? Maybe that's why only I heard her. She said to look to those closest to the stone to locate her.
Meaning?
The children of the stone. Dwarves. Not surfacers like me, but the ones from the deep roads. Almost 10 years ago, a shaper from Orzammar bonded with a titan.
Titans, ancients. You think it's related?
It would make sense, wouldn't it? Volta. That was the shaper's name. Maybe there are more like her down there.
I'd like for you to get the answers you're looking for.
Me too. I know some people in Orzammar. I'll reach out. If I hear anything, you'll be the first to know.
I am really glad that Volta was included into this. Titans have sort of been a sort of nebulous thing. Like, I believe there are references to it all the way... What the hell is that? They're just washed up in the lighthouse, not sure whether it's good luck. I forgot from a friend. I don't... Okay, what's this? Kirkwall's Finest. Huh. That's new. Sorry, Kirkwall's Finest. I'm gonna check it out real quickly. I thought I was trying to say... I do believe that Titans were mentioned back in Origins, maybe even in 2, but not by that name. I think they were sort of alluded to, slightly. Inquisition's the first time Titans are straight up mentioned, though. And that makes me happy. Alright. Oh! Oh, Hawk. I don't care. I'm keeping this on. Oh, that looks so hot. I love it. Yes. Oh, does that mean the other has to have it too? I'm gonna be so happy. I love Hawk's outfits. Dragon Age 2 was my first Dragon Age game, so that makes me happy as all hell. Oh, that looks so good too. Alright, let's turn in these gifts, and there's one more side quest I believe we can do.
Look who's thoughtful.
Alright. The gifts are just a good way to get a good bond boost. Don't... Oh, it's because I have the Treventer thing on. That's right.
Rook, do you have a minute?
Of course. Something wrong?
Thea wants to meet.
Well, that doesn't sound like a bad thing.
She wants to plan Katerina's funeral.
Oh, right.
If you don't mind, I could use some backup. In case Spite gets out of hand.
Let's not keep Taya waiting.
for me.
Yeah, have some coffee, mate. Oh, that makes me so... You have no idea how happy that makes me seeing that. Like I said, I love Dragon Age 2. When it first came out, it was hated by the Dragon Age community. And I love to see that it's actually coming back into fold, that people are actually liking it.
Jakobs, how is he?
It is good Rook found Darren's contract.
Rook, let's grab these real quick.
Good, you're here.
Thank you for making the arrangements, Dea.
For Katerina? How could I do otherwise? I'm so sorry, Lucanis. This must be such a blow. Rook, thank you for coming with him. I need Juan de la Muerte to plan this. His cousin has been no help at all.
I'm sorry, Dea. This is just too much right now.
What do you need us to do?
There's a lot to plan. But first, I need the ashes.
Ashes?
Make it help us. Yes, the ashes. Katerina's ashes. From the cremation?
Oh, yes, of course. I'll get them to you right away.
Ilario, what happened?
What do you mean?
Katerina, how? How did the Venatori get to her? When? Where? In the estate? In the city? How did they get past our people? What did they use? Poison? Blades? I need to know.
Cousin, stop. You can't dwell on this. It'll drive you mad.
I'm not dwelling. Zara killed the first Talon. I have to know how if I'm going to stop her.
I told you, I'm handling it.
Boys, enough of this. We have other things to discuss.
My apologies, Andradea. Continue without me. I'll get you the ashes.
Something's going on with him. I don't know what.
When he's not on the job, my cousin always has his head in the clouds.
Hilario can be a handful. But this? The only time I've seen him like this was when Lucanis died. You're worrying, aren't you? What will people say if they hear the demon of Virantium has a big, soft heart?
He's been careless at times, but never when his own life was on the line. Zara took down the first Talon. Anyone could be next, and my cousin doesn't want to think about it?
You have a point. It's not like Hilario to ignore a knife coming at him.
What do you need from me for the funeral?
Come. I'll get us some drinks and we can make the arrangements.
Our house owes you for handling all of this.
Katerina was family. Can you imagine what she'd say if she saw us all like this?
She'd be furious, especially at Ilario, as usual.
She was a smart lady.
She was the best. Of all the Talons, Katerina was the sharpest.
Which makes it even harder to believe this could happen. Nobody could catch her unaware. And now Ilario's got his head in the clouds.
I'll have my people keep an eye on him for you.
Thank you, Thea.
Go on. I'll let you know if something comes up.
I love that outfit. I'm glad you can actually see Runa's tattoos as well. She has wing tattoos on both her arms. And I think a raven on her back. Alright, and I believe that is it. Let's check. Because I'm having a lot of fun with this. Let's see. That's everything. Alright, so I hope you all enjoyed the set. I'll see you next time when we continue on from here. But till then, as always, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.